Do you often quite hear when people say, oh, you can create your unique life? And do you have to think it doesn't work? You cannot create a unique life because there are circumstances, events beyond our control, and it's very unlikely, or some people are just lucky to be able to create it, and some people are not so lucky. Hello ladies, welcome to my channel. My name is Titilayo. I'm a health and wellness coach, and I empower, inspire and support African and Asian women to embody the heart of healthy living and wellness. So today we're going to talk about a topic that is deeply sought after, which is about creating your own unique life. Now, a lot of people have conflicting ideas or confusion about how to create a unique life, and I'm going to put it forward to you in a very simple way that might resonate with you. So before I give you the step-by-step guide or simplify how easy it is for you to create your own unique life, I am going to tell you a metaphorical story. So let's just imagine that you as a person loves cake, okay? And by the way, I used to love cake, but not so much as I was a cake decorator. But anyway, I still love cake, but it's a bit caution nowadays. So let's just say you as a person, you love cake. You've been to so many parties, so many events. You've tried on different tastes of cake, and you just realize that that cake or the cakes that you've tried, they're not just it. They're not what you expect it to be, because you have a deeper feeling that it could be more than that, or there could be more from the cake. So after trying and tasting, and you just thought, oh, enough is enough. I need to create my own unique cake. And you start thinking about cake, and all of a sudden, as you go about your daily activities, all you see is cake, 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 cake. And then you start thinking, I think it's time for me to create this cake. And out of the blues, you start having this yawning desire, this burning desire for cake. You really want this cake so badly, and you start thinking about cake, and you think, oh, I'm gonna create my own cake. And then all of a sudden, you start creating the final outcome of your cake. You create the details, you create how perfect it looks, you create every intricate design that you want for your cake. You start creating the taste, the flavor, the feel when people see it. Oh, you've created the whole experience, and you think, oh, this is so good, I really want to experience this. Meanwhile, you've been creating all of this in your mind. Okay, so now you've created the cake. Now you think, oh, what do I need to finish creating this cake? You go into your pantry, you look into your pantry, you've got the flour, the eggs, the sugar, you've got everything, you've got the pan, you even got cooking books, you've even got like YouTube videos that you've saved years ago. You've got everything, you got oven, you got the piping bag, you got the nozzles, you got everything, you got step-by-step guide, different types of cooking books. Oh my God, you were so complete. Every resources that you need to make this cake, you actually have it. And then you start thinking, oh, wait a minute, now I do not have the time. Then you think this cake is of a big priority to my life. I have to create this time. And then you start thinking, oh, how do I create the time? You start looking into your schedules, looking into your routine, even though it's so tight, it's so busy, you just find the time. He said, even if it's 2 a.m. in the morning, I would make this cake because I really want this cake. It is now of a bigger priority in my life. Now, you found the time. You said, I am going to create the cake. Now that you found the time, the next step, you start thinking of, okay, now what are the step-by-step plans I'm going to use in creating the cake? You look at the YouTube videos, you look at the books, you watch through it, you go through it, you start embodying everything you've learned inside of it, and you start thinking, oh right, I think I can make this happen. And then you start thinking, I'm going to make this happen. You start having the feeling of making it happen. As you watch the YouTube videos, as you read the books, you start thinking, I am now going to make this happen. Now you start visualizing yourself in your kitchen, making your cake, putting everything together, and you feel like, oh yeah, I am definitely gonna make the cake. Now, you are now at the verge where you visualize the creation of your cake so much that it feels so real that all of a sudden you just went into your kitchen within the time you've created and you start making the cake. And at first, you made the cake. The cake comes out okay and nice, but you still feel, wow, well done. I've really done so well. Now you think, okay, this cake was not up to the standard that I dreamed, I visualized or imagined. So I'm gonna try again next week. But you think, yeah, let me go again. So next week, the following week, you went into your YouTube videos, you went into your cookbooks, you looked at it, you embodied the act again, and then you picked it. And the following week, you got a bit better. You said, wow, I'm getting better. My real visualization, my imagination of what I wanted is coming into real life. And then the following week, you made the cake again, you got better. The next month, you made the cake again, you got better. And then 3 months later, oh, you were so good. You've created the cake that you visualized. Everyone is saying, wow, how come? Where did you learn? This has been so good. You love your cake. And then you say, oh, I'm going to even make a bigger, better cake. And then you start creating another bigger design or taste for your cake. Now, my queens, this is how you create your life. It's so simple as that. In as much as what I've created and taking you through, it seems simple, isn't it? But let me tell you, before you go into the steps, before you start creating your life, these are the crucial steps I feel that you need to take and will get you to your destination of creating your unique life. First of all, you need to have that burning desire, that desire for you to create what you want, because you've been through so much experiences, you've been through so much situations, circumstances, and you feel, you know that there is more, you know there is a deeper experience for you to experience, you know that there is more to this life. You need to have that burning desire. The more you think about it, the more you feel tired about the situations and circumstances, the more that desire grows. Once you've had that desire, now you start thinking of the end result, how perfect that life would be, the benefits you would get from it, how radiating that life would be. You think about how beautiful it is and you feel so satisfied. Now, the second step is you've created the end result in your mind. Then you start thinking, oh, have I got everything that I need? I think this is where a lot of people stop and they think, I haven't got everything that I need. Now, let me play another scenario for you. Like a tiger who wants to go after, let's say, a bull, like a small bull. He wants to have that small bull for lunch or dinner. The tiger looks at the bull and says, oh, I'm sure that if I run fast, I've got sharp teeth, I can capture this little bull and have it for lunch or dinner. And the tiger looks at itself, how strong it is, looks at all its abilities and says, I'm going to go after the bull. The tiger goes after the small bull and tries to capture it. The tiger might fail at first, but the tiger says, oh no, I'm going to have to learn how to do it. The tiger goes back to his fathers or his forefathers, learns the skills, and then goes after the bull again. Even if it fails, nearly cut the bull, the tiger goes back again and says, this time around, I know I've got everything in me. The tiger is hungry. The tiger wants that bull. The tiger goes after that bull, and then the tiger captures that bull. The tiger has got the bull and the tiger is eating. Now, let's compare a tiger with a cat. The cat sees the bull. The cat says, I haven't got the abilities. I can't run as fast as that. I'm going to just give up. The bull is actually going to eat me. The cat goes away and doesn't go after the bull. Now, if you look at the tiger and the small cat, you can see that they're both in the cat family. However, the tiger knows the ability that he has, and the tiger has seen his other family members, his other tigers doing the same and getting a bull or even bigger bulls. That's why the tiger believes in his ability to be able to do, because he's seen his fellow mates do the same thing, capture even bigger animals, and the tiger feels, I can do it. Now, the same it is for you. We have so much evidence around us. We have our family members, we have successful people, we have a lot of people that we can see even on social media that are so successful, doing what we want, doing the life that we want. Like everything everything that was created around us was created by another fellow human being. Now, the same people, they have the same abilities that you have. Literally, you have everything they have in you. So, what's stopping you? Because my queens, your life is like unlimited. Because my queens, you have unlimited resources in your life to create whatever you want to create in this life. Your life is that of like let's say a Lego. Like, look at children's Legos, and when you say children's Lego, they just scattered everywhere, and from those scattered little pieces you put one or two things together and you create the life that you want to create. So this is how you create your life, because you got raw resources in you, and with those raw resources you can create that wonderful life, that unique, authentic life that you want to create. Now you've got the burning desire, you've got the vision of the end result, and now you've realized you're not aware of the potential of the resources in you. Now free, you've got everything that you need in you. The next step is for you to create the time. The fifth step is for you to have mentors, guidance, go on courses, go on events that would help you. Go to people that have created the same life. Let them help you. Let them teach you to create that life. You seek guidance from them, and they tell you the path. You learn from them, and then you take all the learning materials from them, and then you use it to create your life. Now that is the fourth step. Once you go through that step, then you are almost there. At this point, this is the point where you need to start embodying the life you want to create. You embody the life. You start feeling like it. You start acting like it. You start to think from a creator's mind. You start to think, if it's health you want to create, think as a healthy person. You start to think as a successful person. You start to think as a confident person. Once you fully embodied it, now you're not engulfed in this life. Now you go out into life, into your physical world, and create that life. The first step you take in creating that life might not work according to what you want, but then you don't give up, and you don't think you fail, because you're not failed. Because even when a child is trying to walk, they don't give up at the first attempt. They stumble, they fall, they get up again and walk. I've never seen a child that got up and start walking straight away and never stumbled and just walked like that. No. You learn just the same way a child learns to work. You start learning by creating, going back to create, being consistent and persistent. And then once you keep creating and creating, you realize you are getting better and better and better. And before you know it, before you blink, you realize, I have created the life that I want. By being consistent, by taking bold actions, by being persistent, by adding that self-confidence, by being aware of your potentials, then you realize, I have created my own unique, authentic life. And that, my queen, is how I help African and Asian women create the authentic life that they want. If you'd like to learn more, subscribe to my channel or visit my website at coachtatilaya.com. Until next time, bye.